Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. My name is Lisa Vasquez. I am a Mindset for Success coach, and I am here to work alongside with you so that together we can be on this journey of becoming the best version of ourselves possible. So as you're joining in, I would like to thank you for joining me. Whether you're here live or you're watching the rebroadcast, it's always awesome to be here together with you. Hey, Marsha, Chris, and I know Eric is coming on. And oh, look at that, Al and Karen, Kylie, Joe. It's awesome to see each and every one of you here this morning. I hope your morning is off to a great start. And today I want to talk about insecurities. And as I begin this morning, what I want you to do is to tell me, if you had a superpower, which superpower would you like to have best? And so your superpower, what superpower would you really like to have best? For me, I'm being ribbed a little bit by my friend Eric, teasing me because I was late this morning. Yes, Eric, I was just talking about you, saying you're ribbing me about being late. And yes, my biggest wish, if I had a superpower, I want time travel. And I would love to have time travel for a number of reasons, because it seems like my clock isn't always set the same as everybody else's. Though my intentions are very well meant, sometimes those minutes slip past by me as I get involved in things. So I apologize to you for that. And I would love to have time travel as my superpower, because then I could travel to places like Uruguay and be there, and when like I'm bewitched, that she just twinkle her little nose and land in a special spot. Wouldn't that be fun? So what is the superpower that you would love to have? So today, talking about insecurities. Good morning, Tina. As I was walking this morning and in a couple other mornings this week, I started thinking about security. And the place that I walk in is an amazing place. It's located on a lake. It's a park on a lake where there's a lot of trails, miles and miles worth of trails. And this place could be just a fantastic place to go exercise and work out, and yet there's lots of people there, so you can feel alone, and you're not alone. So as I thought about security or insecurity, I thought about the definitions that lie in it. Insecurity is really not being confident. We have our doubts. We're feeling unprotected. And what do we do when all of those things happen? So we come off as, and it came to my mind, I should tell you why I actually thought of all of this. It started coming to my mind because I was watching nature. And that's one of the things I love about going to the park. See, when I go to the beach, I love being outside. When I go to the beach, my thoughts all just kind of dissipate with the waves coming and going, that ebb and flow, and I just can let everything go. But when I go to the lake and I'm outside in nature and I see the animals and nature interacting with each other, that's when I really start to think. I think about my life, I think about lives of other people, and I think about how everything interacts all together. I don't know, do you guys do that? So as I was thinking about these animals, they make sounds. There's one spot, I most often hear an alligator in this one particular spot. I've yet to see it. I want to see it, but not too close to the path. I'm just curious. I'm like, where's that guy hiding, right? But if I go on another part of the lake where I have seen alligators, that's usually where I'll notice the behavior of the birds. And the birds are all, they shout their they squawk and they make noise, warning that something's coming, right? And they're not confident, they're untrusting, they're cautious. They kind of watch me and I kind of watch them. And an alligator, Eric wants to know what sound the alligators make. Alligators are interesting. They sound like a frog. It's kind of like a combination of a frog and a squeaky tree. So it's probably more like a frog than the tree, but that's how I describe it. If somebody else has a better description, please feel free to share. But we're all out there and we're all kind of watching what's happening. Whether it's the person coming at me on the path. Now, there's one guy, he carries a club around with him. It just makes me smile every day when I see him. He carries a club, so he's obviously very untrusting of what might come after him. He's making sure that he's prepared, right? And I admire that. Maybe he'll have to protect me someday. I hope not. But make the sound. Yeah, that one I don't know how to do yet. But then we're just kind of assessing what's going on. And isn't that the way it is in our life? We're constantly assessing what's going on, and we constantly question whether or not we can be confident in the situation that we're in. Do we need to walk with caution all the time? Can we take a step of faith and go toward the things that we may feel called to do? Are you willing to take those steps? And what I have discovered is that when we live our life in this way of insecurity, we're actually limiting ourselves. It's like putting yourself in this personal little prison. You put your wall up in front of your face, and we surround our bodies with it. We get this protective hedge that's all around us, and we start, actually stop ourselves from developing more healthy relationships because we don't communicate as well. In business, I know a lot of my friends who are on here are in business. We might stop ourselves from picking up a phone. What are we afraid of, guys? I mean, seriously, it's a telephone. What's the person going to say? No, I don't have time. It doesn't have anything to do with their relationship with you. Maybe it's not something they need at that time. Maybe it's just that they don't have time and they're dealing with other things. That phone call shouldn't be something scary that holds us back from what we want to do. So we're stopping ourselves from the rewards and the achievements that we can actually have. We have an amazing life that's just right there, right out in front of us, just waiting for us to grasp a hold of it. Even if we're not in business for ourselves, we have opportunities that we stop ourselves from as people, and the relationships that we can develop with other people, and the knowledge that we can gain. And oh man, we stop ourselves from so many things. And actually, neuroscience has actually told us that our brains overestimate the size of the risk that we are going to take, as well as our ability to handle each one of those risks. So as you go forward through the rest of this week, through the rest of today, what I really want you to do is think about it. Think about the size of those risks. Is that risk really as big as the risk you're putting in your brain? Are you willing to take that step forward? Are you underestimating your ability to actually conquer those things that lie in front of you? What will you do to take those steps to move forward? What's it going to take? Do you need to surround yourself with people that can encourage you and push you forward? I know I have one very special friend who's asked me to come alongside of her and actually lead her and guide her through this process, because she knows that on her own, she can watch videos, she can read books, she can do all this stuff, but it's that personal engagement factor that if we don't work together, we're not going to make as big of a progress. And that's pretty typical. So who are you surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with people who are willing to take those risks? Are you willing to surround yourself with people who are going to push you forward and give you that tough love that really calls you into action? So what superpowers are you longing for? How can you use those superpowers? Where are you going to find that ability within you? Because you do have the answers within you. You have the ability to move forward toward the direction of your dreams and your goals. So challenge yourself to that, and I would love to hear from you. What are your goals? What ways are you going to challenge yourself in the today and the days to come to intentionally move forward? Okay? Make that intentional action. Make a plan to make it happen. So thank you again for joining me. I love connecting with you. Please interact and connect back. Keep putting those likes out there, emoticons. I love when you do that. It's fun to see that interaction. The comments down below, those are fun to read so that I can get to know you better, how I can help you better. And of course, the private messages. Those are always awesome. The calls, so on and so forth. And if you find these videos helpful, please share them out, because my goal is truly to encourage and inspire other people, to motivate them to go forward and be the best versions of themselves possible. And if there's a way that you can help do that, you can help by sharing. It's just a simple way. Show the progress that you're doing with other people. Share your stories. Stories are powerful. And together we can make a difference. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking to you a little bit more about our identity and who we see ourselves as. So stay tuned for that. I wish you a very happy day today, very blessed. Keep your eyes open for those blessings and ways that you can make the difference. How can you make the difference? How can you be 1% better than you were yesterday? Make the sound. No alligator sounds. If somebody can teach me how to do it, then maybe I'll try someday. Thank you again for joining me. Paula, Leah, I see you joining me. Lisa, I saw you join me too. Thank you for jumping on. We're at the tail end here, so catch the rebroadcast, because I really... Ooh, somebody's angry. Why are we angry? Hopefully that's just disappointment that we're that at the end. Somebody's laughing. So emoticons are fun, but comment so people understand them as well, because other people are going to think I had an angry video or something. Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's not me. People know me as this bubbly, smiley thing. So not a problem getting here late. Catch the replay, connect with me in person. Go forward, be blessed, and have an amazing, amazing day, everybody. Take care. I'll see you in the morning. Actually, tomorrow's Thursday. I will do my best, but I am out and about. So Thursdays are my crazy days. So watch my Facebook page for the announcement of what time I will be live. So you're so funny, Eric. I wish you were coming to IMC. Anyway, we'll connect sometime soon in person, and I will see you again tomorrow. Watch for the announcement of what time it will be. Take care, everybody.